Are you tired of spending hours stuck in traffic every day? Or are you wondering if there's a better way to get from the suburbs to Philadelphia? You're not alone, and there are definitely better options out there. In today's video, we're going to talk about all the ways you can commute from the suburbs to Philadelphia so you can save time, money, and maybe even your sanity. Hey, I'm Jim Stevenson, a realtor here in the Philadelphia suburbs. I help people navigate suburban living, including finding the best ways to make their daily commutes easier and more enjoyable. I've lived and worked here for years, and I know firsthand how challenging the daily drive or train ride can be. If you're thinking about moving or just want to find a better way to get to the city, keep watching because I'm going to break down all of the options available to you, plus some tips and tricks to make commuting more manageable. First, let's go over the main commuting options from the suburbs to Philadelphia. Whether you prefer driving, public transit, or something in between, there's a solution for everyone. Each method has its own pros and cons, and understanding them will help you make the best choice for your situation. Driving is popular because it's flexible. You have highways like I-95, I-76, and I-476 to get into the city. You can choose your own route and even run some errands on the way, but driving is also, it has its downsides like traffic, high parking costs, and stress during those peak hours. The peak hours are usually from 6:30 to 9:30 in the morning going into the city and 3:30 to 6:30 in the evening leaving the city. These times can be hectic, especially on major roads like the Schuylkill Expressway and around Center City. Apps like Waze and Google Maps can help providing those real-time updates and alternative routes. And parking in Center City can be a major headache, especially around popular spots like Rittenhouse Square and near office buildings. And many parking garages do charge $20 or more per day, and on-street parking is limited and often metered. Driving gives you control over your schedule and offers door-to-door convenience, but also you have to think about the costs like parking, gas, tolls, and maintenance. Plus the mental toll of sitting in traffic all day, day after day can really add up, impacting your mood and productivity. Also consider reverse commuting. Philadelphia's transportation network was originally designed when most jobs were in the city, but now a lot of people work in the suburbs. This means that outbound SEPTA trains have unused capacity during rush hour, which can work in your favor if your job is outside the city. The Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority, or SEPTA, is another popular choice. SEPTA's regional rail connects the suburbs to Philadelphia with service from early morning to midnight. During peak hours, trains run more often, and some of the main lines are the Lansdale-Doylestown, Paoli-Thorndale, and West Trenton lines, which provide a reliable way to get into the city without the stress of driving. If you're coming from the north, the Lansdale-Doylestown line will get you into Center City, stopping at major stations like Suburban Station, Jefferson Station, and 30th Street Station. And if you're traveling from the west, the Paoli-Thorndale line is your best bet, serving towns like Bryn Mawr, Wayne, and Malvern. SEPTA is also affordable with fares ranging from $4.75 to $10 depending on the zone. If you use a SEPTA key card, you can save up to 10% on weekly or monthly passes, which is great for regular commuters. Plus, taking public transit means fewer cars on the road, which helps reduce pollution. The big advantage of using public transit is that it gives you time to relax, read, or even get some work done. You can listen to your favorite podcast, read a book, or just zone out and enjoy some downtime. Of course, it can get crowded during rush hours and you need to plan around fixed schedules, but avoiding traffic and saving money makes SEPTA a great option for many people. For those traveling from New Jersey, the Patco Speed Line is also an option, connecting towns like Collingswood and Haddonfield to Center City with frequent service throughout the day. If driving all the way into the city isn't for you, park and ride facilities might be the answer. These facilities let you drive partway, park, and then take the train into the city. Park and ride is cost effective, and many stations like those in Lansdale, Doylestown, and Warminster have parking available for a small daily fee, usually between $1 and $4. Monthly permits are also available if you commute regularly, and this option can help you avoid the stress of driving through Center City, which still, while still giving you some flexibility. One popular park and ride location is the Norristown Transportation Center, which provides a lot of parking and easy access to the Norristown high-speed line and SEPTA regional rail. Using park and ride facilities is especially useful if you're coming from a commuter-friendly suburb like Chester County or Delaware County, or access to major highways and SEPTA lines makes commuting much easier. Rideshare services like Uber or Lyft are also options, especially when you need flexibility without the hassle of parking. And these services provide door-to-door convenience, which is great if you have an appointment or need to catch an early train. However, rideshares are definitely more expensive than public transit and are still affected by traffic. They're good for occasional commutes, but the cost can add up quickly if you use them every day. If you're splitting the fare with a friend or a coworker, ride sharing can be more affordable, but it's still a pricier option compared to other methods. And during peak times, surge pricing can also make ride shares significantly more expensive, especially for longer commutes from the suburban areas like Newtown or King of Prussia. And a lot of commuters find that a combination of methods, like driving to a park and ride facility and taking a train, or using a rideshare service when transit is less convenient, offers the best balance of convenience and cost effectiveness. Another option is biking. Philadelphia has more and more bike lanes, making biking a good and environmentally friendly way to commute. And if you live close enough to the city or a SEPTA station, biking can be a great way to add some exercise to your routine while saving on commuting costs. SEPTA even allows bikes on trains during off-peak hours and weekends, so you could bike part of the way and take the train the rest. Philadelphia has over 200 miles of bike lanes, and the Schuylkill River Trail is a popular route for cyclists. And it provides a scenic and relatively safe path into the city from areas like Conshohocken and Manayunk. The Indigo bike share program is also available for those who don't own a bike but still want to use cycling as part of their commute. Indigo stations are located throughout the city, making it easy to pick up a bike for short trips or to cover the last mile from your train station to your final destination. And the physical activity can also help improve your mood and reduce stress, which is always a big plus. Carpooling is another effective way to get into Philadelphia. Sharing a ride with neighbors or coworkers can help reduce the cost of gas and tolls, and it's better for the environment. Plus, using carpool lanes can help you avoid some of the traffic. Carpooling takes some coordination. Everyone needs to be on time, and it's less flexible if your plans change. And it's also important to get along well with your carpool partners, since you'll be spending a lot of time together. And one of the big advantages of carpooling is that it can make your commute more social. Instead of sitting alone in your car, you get to share, the ride with others, which can make the time go by a little faster. It's also a great way to build community connections and meet people who live or work near you. PennDOT also offers ride-sharing programs that can help match you with others in your area who have similar commutes, making it easier to find a carpool group. Public transit users can benefit from making the most of their commute time. You could listen to an audiobook or podcast, or use the time to learn something new, like a language. SEPTA's app is useful for checking train schedules and any service disruptions, and keeping a small bag with essentials like water, snacks, a phone charger, a comfortable pair of headphones can help make the trip much more comfortable. If you tend to get bored easily, bring a book or download some shows or movies to watch during the ride. Public transit doesn't have to be, wasted time. It can be a great opportunity to relax or get things done. And the key stations, Suburban, Jefferson, and the 30th Street station are major transit hubs. So knowing the schedules and amenities available at those stations can make your commute a lot smoother. If you're staying downtown, the Flash bus service is an affordable way to get around the city center and visit these popular sites without needing to drive or pay for parking. Philadelphia's transportation options are diverse, and often the best strategy is to be flexible. You might find that combining driving with a park and ride, using public transit for the bulk of your journey, or mixing in rideshare and bike options works best for you. The best commuting strategy often involves trying different combinations and kind of being open to adjusting your routine until you find what fits your lifestyle and your needs. And with the right approach, commuting doesn't have to be a source of stress. It can even be, it can kind of become a part of your day that you look forward to. And no matter how you commute, finding a routine that works for you is key. Experiment with different methods and tips until you find what suits you best. And if you're thinking about moving closer or need more advice, feel free to reach out. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on living in the Philadelphia suburbs. I'll see you next time.